Hello, it's Emma from Blue Sky Vitality here, and I'm very, very excited because this is day one of our Body Love Challenge, and here is your first challenge assignment. Okay, so what I want you to do is clear out the old stuff to make way for the new stuff. So it's a big decluttering exercise. Now you might wonder what that has to do with loving your body. It actually has a lot, because I'm not just talking about decluttering necessarily stuff, although that will help, but I'm also talking about decluttering old mindsets, perhaps people that have been weighing you down, perhaps failed attempts at diets and exercise and things that you feel like you've been a failure at. So it's really important to get rid of all that stuff, get rid of all that crap, and make room for the good, nourishing, healing, body love stuff. Okay, so let me talk you through this a bit more. People often feel really weighed down by possessions, by relationships, by things people have said in the past, things they've done themselves in the past, and it makes them feel quite stuck. And when you feel stuck in the same old patterns, it's really hard to break free and start to feel differently about yourself or about other people. But of course, in this challenge, we're talking about ourselves. So it's really important to get rid of all that stuff to help you stop feeling weighed down and stop feeling stuck where you are right now. So often if we've got all these negative connotations hanging around us, things that have reminders of when we've failed in the past, or when we haven't looked after ourselves properly, we're constantly surrounded by negativity, and so sometimes getting rid of all that crap can really help to bring positive, loving vibes to the surface instead. And it's really interesting, but with my clients, so many of them tell me, oh, I don't have time to exercise, and I don't have time to really, cook from scratch and things like that, which are beautiful, nourishing things you can do for a body that you love. And their biggest reason is because they've got too much kind of housework to do, too many jobs to do, too many errands to run. And so the more stuff we have, the more we have to actually maintain that stuff, and then the more we don't have time to do things that are nurturing and kind and loving for our bodies. So get rid of the stuff. So here's some examples. What about if you go into your bedroom and you pull out all the clothes that do not fit you properly and that make you feel crap when you wear them? And we've all got those clothes, and sometimes we hold on to things for way too long thinking, one day I'll fit back into this. But really, in reality, it's just a reminder of, I don't have the body that I want at the moment, so I don't feel good about myself. So I challenge you to go into the bedroom in the next 24 hours and pull out at least one item of clothing that you're ready to let go of. Because say, for instance, you do end up changing your body shape, losing some weight, or whatever you want to call it, you're going to want to buy new stuff anyway. You don't want to hold on to old stuff. And the other thing I really want you to think about is bras. Too often we wear bras that don't fit, or they're old and they don't, really hold us up properly. And that can be such a really quick way to look really good in your body and feel really confident. So go through the bedroom, see what you can declutter. Secondly is go through the kitchen and have a look for all the food that either you've bought in the past because you've gone on some wacky diet and you failed at the diet and you feel crap about that. Get rid of all that stuff. If you don't enjoy it, don't keep it there. Or go through and get rid of all the stuff that you know is not actually good for you. So I'm not saying that you can never eat junk food. Of course you can, but you probably don't want to be doing that on a regular basis. So something I did very recently was I decluttered junk food off my internet order. So I actually had a running list on my Woolies list of what I buy every week, and somehow chips and chocolate had got on that weekly list. Now, as I said, there's nothing wrong with chips and chocolate, but really should they be part of my weekly list if I really want to be nourishing and caring and loving to my body. So check out the kitchen cabinets and see what you can also throw away. The next area that I would like you to think about is the bathroom. So go and look for all those beauty products that you've bought in the past to try and make you feel better. And in reality, the color didn't suit you, or the product didn't do what it said it was going to do. Don't let that stuff clutter up your life. You've tried it, it didn't work. If you're not using it, get rid of it. You don't need it there. It's just more stuff to trifle through when you're trying to find what you really need. So go through the bathroom, get rid of any of that stuff that you bought to try and make yourself feel better when in reality it didn't actually work. Another really good one is to go through the bookshelves. Go through the bookshelves and get rid of all of those books that were for special diets or for self-help workout books that you've never used, or you started and never finished and make you feel like you're a failure. Get rid of that stuff. You don't need reminders of things that you've tried and failed at. But if you've got things that in those books that you like, great, keep them. But if there's stuff that are sitting there that just reminds you of past failures, get rid of it. You don't need it anymore. Another thing to think about is social media accounts or people that you follow online. So if there's people that you follow online that make you feel bad about your own body, and not judging them in any way, but like if they are particularly really skinny or something and you always feel like you'll never be like them, maybe it's time to start unfollowing people who have that kind of feeling for you. You don't need to follow anybody. You can follow whoever you choose. So if there's people that you are following online that make you feel a bit yucky about your own body, perhaps just get rid of them for a while, or even for good. You don't need to follow them. And that's the same with Facebook groups. You might have joined some Facebook groups that were all about dieting and exercise and different hardcore things. If you're not using that information anymore, or the information makes you feel bad, or it makes you feel a bit like a failure, then get rid of them. You don't have to keep this stuff, okay? Another thing you might want to declutter is a gym membership that you're not using anymore. If you're not a gym bunny, and that's perfectly fine, it's good if you are and you love it. And if you're not, that's fine as well. But don't hold on to these memberships thinking one day I'll be good enough to use it. If you're not going to use your gym membership, you don't enjoy exercising at a gym, get rid of it. Stop paying for it, stop feeling guilty about it, and start finding ways that you will feel good about moving your body. Another really cool thing to do is actually go through and check your latest bank statement or your latest credit card statement, and start to look at all the things that you've bought in the last month or so, and notice what you've bought to kind of try and make yourself feel better in terms of stuff, and really start to wonder, do you need to buy all those things? Or maybe you want to start focusing more on experiences. So I've noticed in my own body love journey, I'm definitely spending more money now on things like kinesiology and acupuncture and massages and things that make my body feel good. Because unless I'm feeling really good, then I'm not going to actually probably, feel like I look good. So I suggest you start looking through what you've spent money on lately. See if you can let go of buying things like more lipsticks, more hairspray, more fad diet stuff, and look at things that actually make you feel good, like these allied health professionals that can actually make your body feel better. So the other thing you might want to start thinking about, which is quite controversial in terms of decluttering, but maybe looking at certain friendships, certain family members that you see a lot, maybe jobs, or things that make you feel bad. So maybe you have friends or acquaintances, more likely, that say things that make you feel uncomfortable about your own body. Maybe you've had family members in the past that have said things that make you feel bad. Like, I'm not saying you have to cut these people off entirely, but maybe you want to start thinking about limiting your time around those people, because often when we've been around that situation, we tend to reach for the crappy food to make us feel better as well. So think about that. And also thinking about your career. I'm not saying you should run in and jump and quit your job tomorrow, but if you've noticed that your job is something that makes you feel pretty shitty about yourself, maybe now is the time to start looking for the future of what you could be doing instead. And then there might be less of that kind of comfort eating or comfort drinking or things that you do that don't actually nourish and nurture your body. Okay, so I would love to know what you're going to declutter. So if you think about it, if you go into your house, is it clothes that you could declutter? Is it books that you've tried and used before? Is it beauty products? Is it fad diet foods or junk food that you have too much of in your house? Just thinking about what could you get rid of, and I would love you to share. So I'd love you to put a post in this group in the next 24 hours of what you've decided to declutter. So try and choose at least 3 things, whether it's clothes, books, food, maybe it is a social media following, maybe it is a friend or an acquaintance that you're going to sort of see less of because you don't feel great around them. Start to think and start writing notes if you've got your beautiful new journal of things that you could declutter in the next 24 hours. So start taking action in the next 24 hours. I'd love to see. Please make sure you post. And I'm also really excited today to be able to finally make an announcement that I have put together a VIP coaching package called the Body Love Bootcamp. And this is for people who really want to get deep into working on healing their body image, working on nourishing their body and really taking care of their body in a way that's about loving their body as opposed to kind of wanting it to be different and wanting to basically hating their body. So I only have 6 spots available, which is a private one-on-one coaching package. And if this sounds like something you'd want to be interested in, I will post a link to the package in the comments section, but you can actually book a free body love consultation with me. So you can talk to me personally about your body love journey and whether this VIP package is right for you. So I'm really, really excited to be able to announce that today, and I'll leave information for you there. So first thing to do, the first challenge is to declutter at least 3 items out of your house or off your social media or gym memberships or whatever that make you feel crappy about your body, and get rid of them. Start getting rid of anything in your house or your life that makes you feel crappy about your body so that we can make way for beautiful new stuff that was going to make you feel even more amazing. So thanks for being involved in day 1 of the challenge. I'll post the links to the VIP Body Love Bootcamp, and I look forward to speaking to you tomorrow, and I look forward to seeing all of your posts with your decluttering items in there in the Facebook group. Thanks very much. See you tomorrow.